Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. I'm sure you can tell that I have had my hair changed. I went to the hairdressers for once and got them to change it for me, so I hope you like it. I already must have pastel hair, but I wanted a little bit of a change to give my hair a little bit of a break from being bleached all the time, which is why I did it. Otherwise I probably would have been pastel for the rest of my life if I could get away with it. Today I have a little makeup haul for you. As per usual, I have been on a bit of a spending spree and I bought loads of things that I probably didn't need but I really wanted, so I thought I would talk you through them. So I will be grateful to get this haul done so that I can show you what I have and then I can go and use it, and eventually I can let you know what I thought of it. To get started, I'm going to begin with a few new releases, a few things that I'd seen that I hadn't seen before and have just been released in the past couple of weeks. So the first items I got were from Gosh. It is their matte version of their velvet lipsticks, and I got mine in 3 shades. And these were $6.99 each, but I think they were on a 3 for 2 offer or something like that. They usually are on an offer like that. And basically these are just a matte version of their original lipsticks. I do have a few of their original lipsticks and I absolutely love the colours of them. And I prefer matte lipsticks, so I was very excited when I saw that they brought these out. So the shades that I have are number 3, Antique. Number 7, Cherry. And number 2, Rose. So I just swatched the colours just to show you what they look like on. And I was initially drawn to the range, not only because it was matte obviously, because I really wanted a sort of nude colour lipstick. I didn't want anything that was too washed out looking or too brown in tone. While they're nice on other people, I don't find that they do much for me. So I need a nude that has slight brown and pink tones in it, which I think number 3 Antique really did have. It's actually what I have on today. Not too dramatic. And I just think it's a sort of very natural look to my lips anyway. Everyone's lips are a different shade, but for me, number 3 is a really good option. And I had a few other colours to choose from the range. I think they had about 8 colours and it included some dark plum sort of colours and some pinks and corals if they're more your thing. So I think there's actually something in there for everyone. And I hope that they bring them out in new colours. I have obviously tested them out and I'm really impressed. I had thought they would maybe be a little bit too dry, but actually I've been wearing number 3 all day and it seems very comfortable to wear. So I'm sure I'll give you an updated review of what I think about them and how they last and everything. But so far so good. Again from Gosh, I got a new release and it is their new foundation drops. I got mine in the shade 2. So normally drop type foundations wouldn't be my thing. I just assume that they're not going to give me the coverage that I want, or that they may be a little bit greasy. But there was something about this caught my eye. I think it was on an offer. It is actually a plastic container, although it looks like it's glass, and it has like a little pipette, I think it's called. So you just take the lid off like this and then you have like the little dropper here, and the foundation drops actually don't look as watery as I was thinking. They don't look too greasy, so I haven't tried it out yet. It's meant to be hydrating and soothing and it has an SPF of 10. I always quite like to have a little SPF in my foundation, so I'm interested to know what this looks like, whether it gives me a good coverage. I brought a few collection items, and I've always been a bit of a fan of collection for a few pieces here and there. I don't solely use collection, but I think that for the price range it's actually really good and there's some real bargain. You're not wanting to spend too much but would like to try out a few products or going for a certain look, I think they're fantastic. Obviously in the last year everyone's been raving about the collection, lasting finish concealer or whatever it's called, and it is fab and it's actually one of my favourite products from the range. Recently they've come out with a few more releases and they've added a few highlight and contouring items which I cannot wait to try because they look so lovely. So first up is their collection Speedy Highlighter. And this is just like a solid cream stick highlighter. So basically you can just sort of choose whatever area that you want the highlighter in and then just put it on. I tend to go with just above the cheekbones here and then the brow bone, and I find that really catches the light. Again, I haven't tried this one out, but I tried it in the shop and it looks like a really lovely consistency. Not too creamy and not too hard either. So I'll just swatch it to show you. It just seems to blend really easily. Now there is a slight glitter to this, which normally I would hate. I really don't like glittery products, but the glitter is sort of so fine that I think it's fine. So that's it there, if you can see it. But I think this one's so fine that you almost don't even realise that it's a glitter, and It seems to blend in quite easily into my hand, so I'm hoping that I'll blend in quite easily on top of my makeup and won't make my makeup budge, but we'll see what it's like. And I think this retails at about £3, which is an absolute bargain. Next collection item is the Contour Kit Highlight and Sculpt. And as you can see, this is a duo product. On one side you have the bronzer to sort of chisel out your cheekbones, and the other one is the highlighter. Now I have swatched this in store. Again, this is about £2.99. So I did actually swatch this in the shop, and I think that the bronzer seems quite nice. I don't know how that'll go with my skin tone, but at least it's nice and matte. And the highlighter is, again, it's a little bit glittery, which normally I don't like, but it seemed fine. It seemed to give me quite a nice highlight. So again, I have quite high hopes for this. The only thing that I would say I noticed straight away was that there was quite a lot of fallout. So once I put a makeup brush in it, it did seem to crumble. And although I already have quite a few contouring kits, I just thought, oh, what the heck, I might as well get another one. And it was so reasonably priced that I might as well try it. It would be good to also find something that's a little bit more reasonable in price for other people that want a nice contour but can't afford to get something that's really expensive. Next up is something that I have been dying to show everybody that I own, and I was very fortunate. My best friend went to America and she very kindly brought me back something. She knows how obsessed I am about this product. I've seen so much about it, as I'm sure all of you have too. Even more excitingly, she brought it back in a little Sephora bag, which, oh, I just love. I just think it's so cute, and hopefully one day I will go to America and raid all the makeup stores. Finally, I have in my paws something I have been dying to try out, and it is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. So mine is in the colour dark brown, and it's really cute little packaging. It comes in this little box which keeps it all nice and safe, and then you get this really sweet little glass container. And so I will show you the sort of shade that it is. I would swatch this for you, but I really just cannot, I just can't break this perfectness. Like, I just don't want to ruin this, so I won't be swatching this right now, but I'm sure I'll give you a proper review of the way it looked and everything. If any of you have tried it, let me know what sort of brush that you used for it, or any tips and tricks with it. It looks very similar to sort of like gel eyeliner or sort of Maybelline, you know, those eyeshadows that come in a similar little tub. So thank you very much, Jen. If you're watching, you're an absolute babe, and I'm so thankful that you bought me this, so I'm so excited. So the next two things I found in TK Maxx were a total bargain. The first item is a Stila item, and it's over there, and it's the Stila eyeshadow palette. I think it's called In the Moment. Yes, Stila In the Moment eyeshadow palette. So it retails for £25 and I got it for £9.99, which is a total bargain. I will just show you inside of it now. It comes in a really nice lilac sort of metallic finish packaging like this, which is still quite compact, which is nice as well. And the colours inside I just think are lovely. This is it here. You get a little bit of a combination of shades, which I think will actually be perfect. So you've got all your sort of nude shades, a matte shade. Some of these are sort of more glittery and sort of more for the nighttime. And within the kit you also get a smudge stick waterproof eyeliner. It comes out like a nice purpley aubergine shade. And there is a little bit of glitter in there. It almost looks a bit like purpley reddy glitter in it. But I don't know how this will blend. When I was putting it in my hand, it seemed a little bit hard to sort of smudge in, but I will give it a go and let you know what that's like. So I'm very excited to actually try out the palette. I have plenty of eyeshadow palettes that never get used, but I am determined to actually try this one out, and I'm sure I'll give you a full review of my blog about it. I thought it was such a steal at £10, especially when it's Stila, which I've heard a lot about, but I haven't really owned many things from Stila. I think it's an American brand anyway, but yes, I'll let you know what that one's like. Last up is another item from TK Maxx, and I was really surprised to see it there, although I know that sometimes TK Maxx have things like Too Faced products and everything, but usually they're in sort of darker shades or colours that you wouldn't normally wear that are a bit unpopular. The next item is from the Balm, and this is the Balm's Away Eye Makeup Breakup. And I'd seen this already on Superdrug. I know that they sell the Balm, which is a little bit more pricey than sort of normal high street or drugstore products. I think this retails, I think it was about £16, but I got it for £7.99 in TK Maxx. So I was very excited and had to pick it up. And apart from anything, the packaging is just adorable. So you get it in a really lovely little tin. That's this little press that you press, and then the lid pops off, which is very handy and quite cute. And inside it just looks like Vaseline. Once I saw it, I just had to pick it up because I wanted to own something from the Balm for quite a while, and I just thought it was such a reasonable price to try it out. As the name would suggest, it's basically an eye makeup remover. I'd imagine it has a very similar texture to Vaseline, although I haven't tried it yet, but I'm pretty sure petroleum and things like that are in it. As well as that, it also says that it is fortified with vitamins A, C and D, and that it has plant derivatives, so it sounds like it would be quite nice on your skin. It doesn't have too much of a scent that I can smell now, but obviously I haven't actually got into it. But I just think it's such a cute little packaging, and they're similar, I think, in a way to Benefit, similar sort of price ranges. I know the most popular item that they do is the Merry Luminizer, I think it's called, and I've never tried that, but everybody raves about it. So I just thought I would try this out and see what I thought, and no doubt once I have this, if I like it, I'll end up buying the whole range of the Balm products, which I cannot afford to do because they're quite expensive. So I'm quite hopeful that it will make taking my eye makeup off a bit quicker, especially if it has a sort of oily, balmy texture, because that usually breaks up the makeup a little bit quicker. So very, very excited to have this and excited to try it out. Last but not least are not new releases, but they are limited edition packaging. And as with the previous item, I am a sucker for packaging, but I thought I would try these out, and it is the Simple Wipes. So they have like a sort of retro print on them, and they come in the black and the pink version. These were from Superdrug. I think they're probably exclusive to Superdrug, and these are basically just the exact same as the regular Simple Wipes that are in a light green packaging. Fun fact, I've never actually tried the Simple Wipes at all, although they seem to be like the best selling wipes ever, it seems, and everybody uses them and says that they're the best ones, or at least anybody that I've talked to always say that Simple Wipes are the best. I thought it's finally time to try these out. These are meant to be super soft, removes waterproof mascara. You get 25 in a pack, and these were down to $1.49. I think they're usually about $3.25. Simple being simple, these are sensitive skin wipes, so they're meant to be good if you've got sensitive skin, obviously. Now, weirdly enough, Simple as a brand generally doesn't do much for my skin. Now, Simple as a brand for me is a funny one because although it's fragrance free and colour free and perfume free and all this sort of good stuff, generally the products don't really work for me. I know that's a bit of a weird one, but for some reason they tend to break me out a little bit. The one product that I do use from Simple is their eye balm, which is fantastic and I love it, but anything else that I've tried I was pretty underwhelmed with, to be honest. Some people absolutely love Simple, and then the other half seems to break them out. I don't know whether there's just a natural ingredient that just doesn't do it for me. But that's one thing to keep in mind. If you fancy changing your skincare, try 1 or 2 items from a range before you buy the whole thing, because you could be disappointed it might not work for you. But as I said, everybody raves about these Simple wipes. Now I'm pretty loyal to my Johnson & Johnson's wipes, which I absolutely love. So it'll be interesting to see how these compare. So although it's a bit of a boring item, I've been meaning to try them for a long time, and I just thought I might as well get them when the packaging is a little bit funky, and I'll finally see if they actually work for me, and if they're any better than my favourite Johnson wipes. So let me know what you think about Simple. It's a funny one. Some people seem to love it and some people seem to hate it. So that's everything for my haul today. I am super excited about trying out some of these products that I've wanted for a while. I'm sure I'll do a proper review of some of these items up on my blog, so I will link my website below if you want to check that out. As per usual, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you had a good day, and I will see you again soon. Bye!